This video was created during the 2023 WGA and SAG strikes. Without the labor of the writers and actors currently on strike, Star Wars Rebels and Ahsoka wouldn't exist. Learn more about the strike at the link in the description. Ezra Bridger has barely appeared in trailers and other footage for the Ahsoka series. We've only seen the character as a hologram and don't know if he'll be found by the end of the season, but for Star Wars fans who are unfamiliar with Ezra or just want a refresher, here's a quick summary of his story so far as seen in Star Wars Rebels. Ezra Bridger was born on the day Emperor Palpatine took control of the galaxy and created the Galactic Empire. When his planet fell under Imperial occupation, his parents, Ephraim and Mira, publicly spoke out against their oppressors until they were sent to prison, leaving Ezra to survive on his own. At the age of 14, he was stealing from his neighbors to survive until he met Kanan Jarrus, Hera Syndulla, Sabine Wren, and the rest of the crew of the Ghost, a small rebel cell who stole from the Empire to help those in need. Realizing the error of his ways, he joined their crew, learning that he was Force-sensitive, and began training as the Jedi apprentice to Kanan, who was a survivor of the Jedi Purge. Together they traveled to a Jedi temple on Lothal, where they both communed with Yoda through the Force, and Ezra received a Kyber crystal to build his first lightsaber. As Ezra's powers grew, he and the rest of his new family took control of an Imperial communications tower, which they used to broadcast a message of hope and rebellion to Lothal and the surrounding systems. Kanan was captured in the process, but was rescued thanks to the help of other rebel cells, which included another former Jedi Padawan, Ahsoka Tano. The Ghost crew joined Phoenix Squadron and began working with Ahsoka and the Rebel Alliance in an official capacity. On a mission to find fuel, they encountered Purrgil, giant spacefaring creatures that could naturally travel through hyperspace. Ezra was able to bond with them through the Force. During a trip back to Lothal, Ezra and Kanan helped the former governor of the planet, Ryder Azadi, evade Imperial capture. He informed Ezra that he recently escaped prison thanks to help from Ephraim and Mira, who sparked a riot against the Empire that they did not survive. Ezra's grief was compounded as he, Kanan, and Ahsoka were hunted by the Inquisitors and Darth Vader himself. Desperate to find a way to protect his new family, he spoke with Yoda in the Jedi Temple again, who sent him to the ruined planet Malachor. There, Ezra met Maul. Together they recovered a Sith holocron in a temple before Maul blinded Kanan and Vader appeared to duel Ahsoka, who fought him to give her friends a chance to escape. Believing the Sith holocron would provide him with enough power to protect his friends, Ezra began using it as well as the dark side of the Force until Kanan was able to help his apprentice move past his fears. But Ezra's destiny became intertwined with Maul's as the former Sith Lord hunted his nemesis, Obi-Wan Kenobi. The young man traveled to Tatooine to save the Jedi Master, but he sent Ezra back home, more than capable of defending himself on his own. Phoenix Squadron was then hunted by the Imperial Grand Admiral Thrawn, who discovered their secret base and sent them into a retreat. Their cell was forced to join the Massassi group on Yavin 4, where the leader of the Rebel Alliance, Mon Mothma, was located. Ezra wondered if she was too passive in the fight against the Empire, but his experiences with a rival rebel leader named Saw Gerrera taught Ezra that winning at any cost brought more destruction than hope. When Thrawn began the construction of a new Imperial starfighter called the TIE Defender on Lothal, Ezra convinced Mothma to send him and his crew to destroy its factories. They were successful, but their victory came at a steep price. Kanan sacrificed himself to see the mission through and save his friends. When Ezra learned the Empire was excavating the Jedi Temple on the planet, he and the rest of the Ghost crew traveled there to investigate. He was able to unlock a portal to a mystical realm called the World Between Worlds, which existed outside of time and space. There he rescued Ahsoka from her duel with Darth Vader and was tempted with a false possibility of rescuing Kanan as well, but he was able to honor his sacrifice and let his master go. Palpatine revealed himself as the mastermind behind the false vision and attempted to use Ezra and Ahsoka to enter the World Between Worlds himself, but they escaped back to their own times, and Ahsoka promised to find Ezra when she returned. With a renewed sense of purpose, Ezra rallied his allies to Lothal for one final mission. He fought against Grand Admiral Thrawn and the Imperial occupation of his home. Against all odds, they were able to destroy the command center, and Ezra summoned several Purrgil to attack Thrawn's fleet, using their natural abilities to access hyperspace to remove the Grand Admiral from the known galaxy. Unfortunately, Ezra disappeared as well, but Lothal was liberated. And that's the last we have seen of Ezra Bridger, but it would appear that it's time for Ahsoka to fulfill her promise to find the young Jedi along with Sabine. We don't know where their mission will take them, but we have seen Purrgil in the trailers. Assuming they find their friend by the end of the season, you should now have a clear picture of the major beats beats of Ezra's story. So that's it for today. You can check out this playlist for even more explainer videos about Star Wars Rebels. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel for all our Ahsoka coverage, follow us on our socials, and consider checking out our Patreon page where we'll have video reactions and audio commentaries for every episode as they release. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.